Daytime Buffalo, Buddy Second Chance Rescue is here with their adoptable dog of the week, and Anthony Prizzuti brings his mentalist magic to us ahead of his big show. It's all coming up right now on Daytime Buffalo. Good afternoon, hello, and welcome to Daytime Buffalo. I'm your host, Chelsea Lavelle. Joining me now is Julie Starr from Buddy Second Chance Rescue. Thanks so much for coming in today.
Hi. How are you?
Great. Tell us who you brought in today.
So this is Ellen, and Ellen is from Catalyst Fitness.
And who's this guy?
And this is Tyson. This is our boy Tyson. Tyson is about a year old. He's a tree walker coonhound mix. Unfortunately, Tyson was diagnosed recently with EIP, which is an endocrine deficiency. So basically the proteins and everything in his food when he eats it doesn't dissolve and go into his body as nutrients. So he's very skinny.
Yeah.
We're working to try and turn this around for him. He gets a B12 injection every week. He has about 3 more left. But right now what we're here today to do is try and find him a medical foster because he's currently living at our facility because he has health issues. So we're looking for somebody who can dedicate that time to him. He doesn't need somebody with him 24/7, obviously, but he takes, about 3 pills in the morning, 3 pills at night. He's a sweetheart, and we're just trying to find somewhere that can take him until we can get everything sorted out and figure out what his long-term prognosis is.
Yes, he is a sweetheart, and he's been pretty easy, very nice to everyone in the studio. So just a foster that has a little bit of time to, work with him until he gets healthy.
I mean, we would prefer at this time it's somebody who doesn't have other animals just because he does not feel good right now.
Yeah.
He is at our facility and does go in the dog daycare all day long with the other dogs when he's feeling up to it. But we do just think that someone who can give him his own attention would be best for him right now until we can get him in a healthier position. He's such a good boy. He's literally a little over only a year old. So, and he came with all his other siblings and they were adopted out, and he unfortunately got returned, and then we found out about this diagnosis.
That makes sense. Okay, now let's talk about what the event that you have going on at Catalyst.
Yeah, we are doing our 2nd annual adoption event at Catalyst on Maple, and we have it with Buddies, Akron Canine, and Buffalo Cares are the main rescues.
Nice.
And we have a couple sister rescues that'll also be there. Buffalo Animal Shelter, White Whiskers. So it's just going to be a great event. It's our 2nd annual. We just try to raise money for the rescues, local business, doing local stuff.
Tons of baskets and food trucks and vendors, adoptable dogs. It's a huge event.
Nice. Why was it important for Catalyst to get involved and throw an event like this supporting so many different rescues?
Well, I had just rescued a couple of bonded brothers.
Okay.
So my couple old men. And Gina, that works with Buddies, is a good friend of mine. Crystal, that's with Akron, is a good friend of mine. So I just said to them, I shot out the idea, like, why don't we do something like this? And they were like, sure, let's do it.
Okay.
So we just go to the parking lot and have some fun.
Have some fun,
Last
have
year
some
was,
food.
last year was a huge success.
Yeah,
We
raised
had
about $6,000.
$6,000.
Wow.
Yeah, a ton of dogs were adopted from the event. It was amazing. I mean, so much like sports memorabilia was donated, signed things. I know actually.
My husband goes a little crazy with the basket.
So there's
And the basket raffle is open to anybody.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, so it's a huge event. We're looking forward to that.
And it's always good to come out to these events. Like you said, you just never know when you're going to click with that dog.
You never know.
And, Julie, you can speak to this more than anybody about the necessity and how crucial it is for fosters and people that are willing to adopt to step up.
Yeah, unfortunately right now the entire country is in an animal crisis, and unfortunately we're seeing more dogs surrendered now than ever before, and we think it's a combination of post-pandemic, the economy, people losing their homes, things like that. We're trying to help everyone we can, but unfortunately we're not a shelter, we're a foster base, so the only way we can help is if we have foster homes for these dogs to go into. And I will say this weekend, I think we had about 5 or 6 foster applications filled out, so we are so happy. Thank you everyone who is stepping up and helping us, because we can't save them without the public.
Right.
And like we always say, especially either they're coming from locally from City of Buffalo Animal Shelter or from one of the high kill shelters we pull from in Texas or Georgia. Every dog you save out of the shelter is in essence saving the life of 2 dogs.
Yeah.
You're saving that dog who you're taking, the dog that then gets to take that dog's place and live another day
That's right. And all of the medical issues that you take with, when you have dogs like Tyson here who have medical issues, you guys take on all of those medical bills.
Oh, absolutely. Especially like Tyson, when he goes into, a home, even if he were to be adopted, we would cover all his medical until he was healthy again. We never want to put that burden on other people, especially in the state of the economy right now.
Yeah.
And, just the cost of having a dog is expensive. So we want to make sure that we're giving them a fully vetted, healthy dog.
That's right. And you are anyone that is a foster or adopts through you, you hold their hand every step of the way. I've called you, I've needed dog food, you've been there.
Yeah.
Like, you just don't want any of the financial barriers to be the reason why people don't step up.
No, we're here for the dogs, 100%. So if a dog is suffering and it's suffering because of the need of something that we can help with, we're going to step up and help with that. Right. Unfortunately, we can't take every dog because, again, we don't have a place to put them. But as long as we do, we're going to help everywhere that we possibly can.
Okay, so we've got this event coming up this weekend.
The 15th.
The 15th. Yeah. Okay, perfect. And what else? I know you guys are constantly throwing events. Any other events coming up?
This is the big one coming up.
12 to 4.
Yeah,
on
12
the
to
15th
4 at
Catalyst Maple.
Maple, yep. And I did want to share some amazing news that last week's dogs, the bonded pair that we brought on, Jack did get adopted.
Yes.
And I'm going to pick up Jill after the show. We got a foster for her so we can get all her medical taken care of.
Oh, amazing.
Yay.
Love to hear it. Okay, well, Tyson is looking for a sweet foster that has a little time to give some extra love and care while he's on his health journey.
Yes.
And we have that event coming up on the 15th at the Catalyst on Maple if you want to support all of the dogs. And if you're interested in fostering or adopting a dog for yourself, all the information can be found on their website at buddiesrescue.org. Thanks again for coming in.
Thanks for having us.